Hello everyone, welcome to my online geography class KSK Geography. As we are doing the chapters Agricultures of India, and here we are almost at the end. Not almost, we are at the end of the chapters. So here the last part of the agriculture chapters video will discuss about the beverage crops. Remember, according to your syllabus, you have to study only two beverage crops. That is one tea, another one that is coffee. So let's start the plantation crops or those two beverage crops given in your syllabus. So let's start with tea first. So tea is the beverage crops, right? So it helps us to get energy, right? So here you can see it is the important beverage crops for the people in India as it works as a stimulant, right? Next one, tea gardens are set up in the hilly slopes where the shades of trees are there, right? Next, it grows well on hilly slope due to the favorable climatic condition. What are the climatic conditions? We will discuss next. Next, through tea requires heavy rainfall, but at the same time the water should not be stagnant. So that's why in the slope it it's grow well. Next, the good amount of iron, humus and nitrogen fertilizers is required for the tea cultivation. It grows well under those fertilizers. Next, high humidity, heavy dew and morning fog, those are the very good conditions for the growing or the growth of tea. So here we will go specifically what are the conditions required. So here you can see the temperature, how much temperature is required. 16 to 32 degrees Celsius. 16 to 32 degrees Celsius temperature is required. Tea plants required at least 127 centimeters or 50 inches of rainfall. And atmospheric condition, the humidity level, it should be high. How much? 80%. The atmospheric humidity level, it should be high, 80%. And pH range, it should be 4.5 to 5. Traditionally, Chinese tea cultivation and studies believes that the high quality of tea plants are cultivated at the elevation of up to 1500 meters. So in that height we are able to get good quality tea. The heights of plants grow more slowly and acquire a better flavor, right? So next one, here you can see the methods of tea cultivation. The showing method, there is a two. One from the seeds, high quality seeds are shown in the nursery, and through the transplanting methods then you will put it in the tea plant area or state area. Next one from cutting methods. So tea plants, basically those are the cloning methods. Basically tea plants are grown in the nurseries from the cutting and high yielding variety of crops, and then through the clonal methods we will grow new plants or new sapling, and then the saplings, when it will grow 20 centimeter in height, then you will transplant to the actual agricultural field, right? So methods of tea harvesting, right? First we need to do the plucking, right? Plucking means taking out the leaves. Now here this thing is very important. Along with the two leaves there should be one bud, so that it will give the good quality or good fragment tea. The tea is picked every 10 days, right? Every 10 days tea will be picked, and make sure the area it should be clean. The dry leaves, it should not be there, so otherwise it may hamper the other leaves also, right? Two tender leaves, this is very important. Two tender leaves and a bud, it will be collected in one go, so that it will help. Here the important term is there, that is the pruning. Pruning is a very important term. Here the process through which we'll clean the tea garden, we'll take out the dry leaves and we'll maintain the tea garden. That is called the pruning. That is very, very important. Otherwise the tea garden, it may be infected with those. The methods of tea processing, just you need to know about the terms. The winnowing, first one, there's a winnowing. The tea leaves are spread out on lath or left for 14 to 18 hours to get dry. Then rolling, through that CTC or crushing, training, and the cooling methods. That is the rolling methods. Next one, the fermentation. The tea leaves are spread out on a large boards for 10 to 15 centimeter thick in a room under controlled climatic conditions. So it means temperature, it should be 40 degrees Celsius, the room temperature, and it will be kept for 2-3 hours, right? Next one, drying. After fermentation, the leaves are transported through the tire dryers and metal conveyor belts and dried for approx 20 minutes. And next one, the blending. Blending means the tea leaves, now it will be graded in small part, and then it will be ready for packaging. Next one, the major tea producing states. Remember, the tea producing major states are there northeastern part of India along with West Bengal, right? So these are the states: Assam, West Bengal, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Tripura, Arunachal Pradesh. Even the southern part also we are getting tea. But remember, southern part is famous for coffee cultivation and northern part is famous for tea cultivation. So southern Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, they are also will be able to cultivate tea. Even the Tamil Nadu and Kerala also. So let's start with coffee now. So coffee is another important beverage crop that is also plantation crops, and as I already mentioned that coffee used to cultivate much more in the southern India. It's required high temperature as well as high amount of rainfall, right? So the coffee, what are the conditions required and what type of soils required, what type of temperatures required, that we will discuss one by one. So first, few things you need to know about the coffee. So the coffee is the second most important beverage crops in India, right? The first shading of coffee were shown in the Bababudan hills in Karnataka. Coffee cultivation required plenty of chiefs and skilled laborers, right? The two main varieties of coffee, that is the Arabica. One is the Arabica coffee, another one the Robusta coffee, right? So those are the two varieties. Remember it may come for your MCQ, right? Next, coffee plants cannot stand direct under the sun rays. So that's why the shading trees is required for growing the coffee. So that's why along with the coffee plants, along with the coffee, we'll be able to get the other crops also, right? Or other natural vegetation benefit also. Like we used to cultivate silver oak, orange, banana, jackfruit, cardamom, pepper. Those are also we are cultivating along with the coffee cultivation. So required conditions, as I said, temperature is required 15 to 28 degrees Celsius. Rainfall is required little bit high, that is 150 to 200 centimeters rainfall. Soil well drained, rich, variable loams, containing a good deal of humus and minerals like the iron and calcium, that it will be ideal for coffee cultivation. Next, you need to know the methods of coffee cultivation, the sowing methods and harvesting methods. Like coffee shades are shown in December to January, basically like 1.5 or 2.5 centimeters apart, and they are propagate from the shades and cutting it from the nursery and then transplanting to the large coffee plants. Next one, pruning is a regular done to ensure the picking and heavy bearing of coffee bears. And next one, harvesting. Arabica coffee is harvested from November to January, and Robusta coffee it is from December to April. Coffee berries are picked by hand, and two methods of coffee harvesting are the selective harvesting methods and steep harvesting methods, right? So those are the important features on methods of cultivation, coffee cultivation you need to know. Next one, here the two methods of coffee processing. First one, wet parchment methods, and next one is the dry parchment methods. You don't need to know in details. In wet parchment methods, what you have to do, the fruit covering of beans is removed before they are dried, and on the other hand, dry parchment methods, it will be not removed. These are the basic differences are there. Next, these are the processing of coffee. Next, here the coffee production, as I said, southern part of India is famous for coffee production, especially the state that is Karnataka, Kerala and Tamil Nadu. The other states for coffee cultivation that we are getting, that is Andhra Pradesh, Orissa, Assam, Manipur, Nagaland. But as I said, those states is famous for tea cultivation. So we focus on tea cultivation more on those states. Now that's it about the beverage crops. Now before finishing the chapters, I want to give you some important inputs. So that you need to remember, that is very, very important. That, you need to don't go for internets and all those things, because those data is to keep changes every year. This is very important for your 2024. This data is a very authentic data, and this data only it will be checked as per the council norms. The largest producer: rice, West Bengal; wheat, Uttar Pradesh; pulses, Madhya Pradesh; cotton, Gujarat; sugarcane, Uttar Pradesh; coffee, Karnataka; groundnut, Gujarat; mustard, Uttar Pradesh; tea, Assam; jute, West Bengal; the soybeans, Madhya Pradesh; and millets, Rajasthan. Means all type of millets. So those are the largest producer of those particular crops, so as per the states. So this you need to remember. Next, important terms. Before finishing the chapters, I want to give you those important terms. You should know all the definition, right? Those definition you have to know to get those answer. And in a board exam, from there maybe there will be question that you need to answer. So important terms: drilling, dibbling, broadcasting, transplanting, Japanese method. There's all are the rice cultivation methods, right? So there you need to focus. Now another important terms are there: rotating and set. That was for sugarcane. Those methods, you need to learn the definition. Next, clonal methods. That was for the tea cultivation. Next one, oil cake. That was the, in the oil sheets portion you will get oil cake. Next one, ginning and pruning and the fermenting, right? Those are the important terms you need to remember. Ginning, that it will be done in the cotton cultivation, right? The processing, so take out the cotton. Next, pruning, that it will be there in tea and coffee cultivation, right? Clearing the agricultural land or taking out the dry leaves. Next one, fermenting, that is the part in tea cultivation, tea processing, right? Those are the important terms you need to know. Once you will do all those things, you will be ready to get 10 out of 10 in your board exam. Thank you very much for watching, and in next video, we'll come with some other chapters. And don't forget, before the board exam, I'll come in one short video for each chapter, and there you will get to know all the chapters within 20 minutes. And don't forget about the topographical map. That also will be uploaded soon. So for that, stay tuned. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you very much for watching KSK Geography.